This is what not to do in life.
Yeah, here
as
we
far
go.
as life hacks. If you want to eavesdrop on someone, AirPods apparently have a listen live feature that turns your iPhone into a microphone. You just chuck it with the phone where you want to snoop. It's going to look like it's charging. Put it on listen live, bang the pods in, and then catch your missus cheating on you or your fella.
If you're ever stuck in the verbal handcuffs on a phone call, you can't hang up because that's just massively rude. What you want to do is slide your phone onto airplane mode instead of hanging up, because the other person will see that the call has failed instead of the call has ended.
If you're hungry and want to be arrested, it's between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. You can get a free continental breakfast from pretty much any hotel that you walk into, especially busy ones. Just walk on in, grab your breakfast here, get arrested, but you're a terrible person.
Yep. Then you also get a free breakfast, lunch, and dinner inside. If your partner has an annoying friend and you want them to stop seeing them, just casually mention how really good looking they are. The favourite out of those?
Look, I haven't been arrested for a while, so maybe the hotel brekkie. Favourite one I don't recommend doing, is that what you mean?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's some unorthodox life hacks that you should never use.
Some kid got his dick bitten by a llama.
Why are you letting a kid that close to a llama?
I know.
Those things are psychos.
Yeah.
They're like a bad drunk at a pub, like 9 beers deep, wanting to pick a fight, eh?
Yeah, remember
They just need one little thing to push them over the edge, and then they go full psycho. They spit at you. They'll chew your face off, or your dick.
We had
obviously.
Laura the vet.
Oh yeah.
And so there were two.
Not her. The story that
Was
you're
it
talking about.
alpacas or one of them? Anyway,
Llamas, I
same sort of
think.
thing. And they've got these massive tusky teeth that come out. And basically what they've got, two male llamas get into a fight, they basically try to castrate the other one as a way of cutting off their bloodline and basically making sure that they're no longer able to have any offspring. And so she had these two that were best mates, been best mates forever, but they'd never had a haircut. And then when they got the haircut, one of them thought the other one wasn't what they were. They got mixed up because they didn't look the same. And they fought each other, ripped the nuts off one of them, and he died. So he was going through the process
Hey,
of
his
like,
testicles.
hey, where's Bob gone? Well, you're not Bob. And ripped his nuts off. And he's like, oh my God, that looks like Bob.
What did you do with Bob? I'm going to eat you. I'm Bob. You're not Bob. You look different. I'm going to bite your testicles off.
And then figured out, oh, it's Bob. Sorry, I didn't know you had a haircut. Terrible day.
I was telling you I was Bob all the way along.
Oh, yeah, because it painful. Ripped its nuts off, perforated its arsehole, and then it bled to death.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Wasn't
I mean, you're pretty hard to come back from that.
Yeah.
Name a person that's come back.
This is pretty short roll call, that.
Got given a sorry for your loss card by the boss. I told him that nobody had died. He said, I know. It's for this job. Now piss off. Harsh.
It's pretty slick, that.
I was let go via email whilst I was still in hospital recovering from a heart attack.
A Sparky that I work with was sleeping with his boss's daughter. He took a sneaky run down the blind side and got caught, so she broke up with him. His boss said, meet me at Macca's with the work van. The boss then took the van keys, gave him his tool belt and said, you're going to have to walk home because you're not working for me anymore. He had to call his mum to pick him up.
What have you done now, Eric?
I got you're a great worker, mate, but you're a likeable guy. You just really have some timekeeping issues. Well, he was 100% correct.
I was a casual worker at my first job. I was working easily 30 to 40 hours a week. A new boss come in and started giving me 3 hours a week. Could have just told me.
My ex-mate, not my real mate, just was in the same group of friends, comes up to me and goes, my girlfriend said that you're dumped. And I said to him, you don't have a girlfriend. He goes, yeah, I do. She's your ex.
Oh, and snake cut the lunch.
I got sacked from my first building job for being too skinny and was a bad look for the company. So I did him for discrimination, got a sweet-ass payout.
Yeah, that's good. Good on you.
Go and get yourself some pies here. I had a sick kid and got a call to pick him up. Asked the boss, and he said, I don't pay you to look after your sick kids, and sacked me there and then. I was on a 90-day trial and got paid out for the rest of the week. Another one here. An old CEO met someone on his first day who came in to start his first day early with a cuppa and gave him a roasting. Guy told him where to go, didn't even start the job and left.
Just a front door U-turn.
Yeah. How was work, honey? Got sacked. You just started. Yep.
Speaking of sweet turns, Fellas, I just got sacked for doing donuts on the forklift. Boss walked in, was asked to leave on the spot. It was my after-school job. You beauty. Onwards and upwards.
A few years back, I worked for a road sign manufacturer. The safety record on site was non-existent, and the injury report book looked like a Stephen King novel.
Already love him.
Anyway, we had this machine for Corona teating plastic to make it so that stickers stuck to them. Now, a Corona machine is basically a high-voltage, high-frequency power source. Think Taser. The machine regularly jammed, and there was a light curtain to protect the operator. The girl running the machine had worked out some way to bypass the light curtain so she could clunk the head with a mallet if it got stuck. One faithful day, I'm working nearby and I hear a followed by a scream and then a thump.
Oh, no.
She had misplaced the mallet and used a fully metal hammer and got her ass tasered. She screamed, dropped, and cracked her head on the metal bench on the way down. So as I ran to see what had happened, her mate at the next machine also ran to her, saw the blood and fainted, cracking her head on the same bench and falling onto victim number one. No reception and no training, alone with two unconscious victims that are now bleeding. I had to move victim number 2, and she was no 50 kg slip, let me tell you. We're talking 100 to 110 clicks of beast crushing her much smaller mate, the hammerhand, as she's now known. I needed to slide them onto a pallet and move them onto a pallet truck to get them to the first aid station. Good news is they're both okay in the end, and my back will never be the same. What the actual fuck? I just had the penny drop. I was wondering what the actual... Jesus. Oh my gosh! Well done. That hurt the face.
Oh my gosh. That is... Oh, he won't put that on the internet again, will he?
It's an oldie but a goodie. He's so pumped. And gone.
Jellyfish. Look at her arms. Oh, she's back. She's gone.
Fuck, how was it, eh? And out.
Is her mate out too? Her mate's out, is she?
Oh shit. Imagine having that level of terror in your body. Just continually fucking... And she'll come back. Come back. Come back now.
Oh my god!
Just a fucking emergency.
Someone keeps hitting Reed's here.
No.
How many times?
She reminds me of one of those goats. The fainting goats.
That'd have
Danger.
been just straight jellyfish.
The other day I was cruising along as usual coming onto one of my motorways, which was very busy with inferior cars. First off, I couldn't believe that the volume of traffic didn't slow down for me at all. I had to squeeze into a barely big enough gap between two cars in order to get onto my motorway. The driver of the car behind me did realise his mistake though and honked an apology to me with a long blast of his horn. Anyway, once I was in the BMW lane,
Which is the BMW lane.
fast lane,
Okay.
I noticed an inferior car ahead of me, which was not only in the BMW lane of my motorway, but I was also only driving at a ridiculous 110 kilometres an hour. I got within a foot or so of his rear bumper and flashed my headlights to remind him he shouldn't be in the BMW lane of my motorway and to get out of the way. Of course, once he realised it was a BMW behind him, he did just that, but I could hardly believe it when he pulled straight back out behind me. He also tried to keep up with me, and when he realised I would outrun him, he put on some blue lights in his front grille and urged me to get onto the hard shoulder so that he can congratulate me on my excellent car. Needless to say, I was eager to oblige, and when we had stopped, the man gave me a piece of paper confirming what I already knew, that my car goes fast. Apparently, he wants everyone to know what a superior car I have. He had to take my driver's license to a police station to be sent away to have some points put on it. They are not free points either. They are $40 each, and I was only allowed 3. But the man at the police station said that because I drive a BMW, it won't be much longer before I have earned the full 12 points. And then I won't even need a driving license. So they'll take it off me. That's the sort of respect you get when you own and drive a BMW.